Hey everyone, Dokkan Saiyan Gaming here. We are back with some Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We're reacting to the producer's letter. Sorry this is a bit late. I mainly wanted to make sure that we only reacted to some of the important information because it's a 50-minute video. So I'm worried that there might be too much information here because of the fact that we're not Dokkan channel. But I wanted to make sure we covered as much as we could. Alright, thank you for the love on the the Grand Blue videos recently. Okay.
In Japanese, 3 can be read as Sa, 1 as I, and 8 as
Okay.
Ya. So that's why March 18th is called Saiyan Day.
And that is why it's Saiyan Day. There's also Goku Day, Gohan Day, because of the same thing, right? Okay. Let's see what's announced. Okay. Oh my god, I would love a Bardock. Okay, so we've got Broly. We've got Majin Vegeta. We've got God Goku. These are the previous Saiyan Day characters. Super Saiyan Vegeta. Kid Goku was a really good Saiyan Day character, I'm not going to lie. He just got really bad teams. Oh, LR. Okay, this is new. We haven't had an LR before. Let's go, LR Majin Vegeta. I doubt we're going to pull him. I want to pull him for Deborah. But, yeah, LR Majin Vegeta. I think is it an exchange? Oh my god. This looks so beautiful. I'm not going to lie. This exchange right now. This looks like... Yeah, this looks like the anime, I'm not going to lie. Oh my god, yes, it's Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku Angel. It's an exchange unit. Okay. Oh my god. Why is he so cool? Like, the animation quality isn't as good as some of the other ones recently. I'll take it. It's still pretty good. Breaking the earth and the heavens. Oh my god. The blast. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my, yeah. I want this. Okay. It starts on the 17th. It'll be the 18th for us, I think. So we've got about a week until the new banner. Well, next week. Okay. So they are Dokkan Festival LRs. So there might be a pity, maybe. So I wish I had stones. Oh. Okay. Okay, so yep, it's an LR.
Additionally, the character will join with the ability for reversible exchange.
Okay.
Now then, Majin Vegeta.
Okay, that's the art. I'm kind of... Again, I'm excited for this. Oh my god, banner unit Pui Pui. Big shout out to Monato's Flash, by the way. He suggested that we would get a Pui Pui.
Thank you for the wait, everyone.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the
Okay, let's have a look. I know we saw a little bit of it just a second ago. By the way, the video is 50 minutes. Which is insane. This is why I wanted to, like, condense it a little bit. Okay. Okay, the animations. And is this an intro? Looks like an intro to me. Is it? Or is this the exchange? This has got to be the exchange animation, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm only after Kakarot. Yeah, because Vegeta got the power so he could reach Kakarot's level. That's the only reason why he gave it to Babidi. Again, the animations aren't great, but you know what? They're not the worst. I think Vegeta looks really good here. I'm not going to lie. I wish it had been a little bit better, but I'll take it. Like, this is still cool. Okay. This must be... I think this is an EX, right? Because all the EX attacks have been basically the same animation. That's Vegeta's technique! Okay, so he's got the Vegeta technique. Okay, this is cool. Okay, so it is it's an AoE. Which is interesting to see, which makes sense. It was pretty good. Okay.
Now, let's move to his abilities.
To begin,
Okay, so, yeah, because there's an exchange, he'll have all the categories that Goku has and all the categories that Vegeta would have. He has a physical extreme, which
is a
We need more physical. Is Pure Saiyan, Corroded Body and Mind, Gifted Warriors, okay. Margin Boost Saga, Uncontrollable Power. Awesome, okay. Big Bang Attack, raise attack and defense for 1 turn, cause colossal damage to enemy. Ultra Super Attack, raise attack and defense, cause mega colossal damage to the enemy. So he stacks to his 18 key. Final Burst Cannon, greatly raising attack, so a stack causes a lot of damage to all enemies. So an AoE, super effective, so kind of... Disable enemy action once per turn is kind of the crazy part.
Will meet up with Goku and can perform.
Okay, let's have a look here. Key plus 3, attack 300%, defense 200%, damage reduction 18%, guards all attacks. Key plus 3 with at least 1 key sphere attained. That's new, right? I think that's a new thing, right? I've not seen that before. Attack 100% when and launch an additional super attack when attacking when there's 3 or more key spheres or 3 or more extreme allies. 5 or more key... defense 180% and defense 18% when receiving an attack. That's pretty good. 5 or more key spheres obtained or when 4 more extreme allies are on the team. I like the fact that it's key spheres or extreme allies because that can allow you to have more of a team balance. Key plus 3... So he gets what? So he will get an extra 2 key? Okay, that's weird. Damage reduction rate, that's 18% when receiving an attack, so that's what? 18, that's 36, 54% damage reduction? Sorry if my math is wrong. Defense 180% 1 time when receiving an attack. Okay, so that's a 1-time buff. But the damage reduction is permanent, I think. Or at least that with the 5 key. 7 more key. It's not permanent, but like it doesn't. You can get it again after getting 7 more key. At least key plus 5 when 1 key sphere is obtained. Key plus 7 upon obtaining keys. Those key things are a bit weird. Like you have to get 7 key spheres. Well, I guess you can have the 5 extreme. Okay, never mind. So what? So if you got 5 extreme, you're gonna get what? 5, 8, 11. 14 key just from getting 1 key sphere if you have a full extreme team. So yeah, no. 5. Why does he get 2 plus 5s for the same thing? So he'll get what? 10, 13, 16, 19 key if he has a full extreme team from getting 1 key, or the 7 or more key spheres, which at that point you don't need it anyway. Anyway, when attacking at 180%, when attacking with 18 or more key, 300%, which is going to be quite easy if you run an extreme team. So imagine Deborah's team. Chance of performing correctly at plus 30%. That's his only crit, right? Yeah, he doesn't have any more crit other than that. So he doesn't really stack, so I'd probably go dodge and crit. Not gonna lie. He doesn't stack, so he doesn't really need additionals. So I would go... Anyway, 200% when hit by a super attack.
Exchange with him when there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn or the introduction of Majin Joe.
First, check out the in-game animations. Let's load.
Okay, here we go. Goku's animations right now. Okay, this is cool. I'll deal with you. Okay. This is Goku's 18 key, I'm guessing. Again, pretty simple, but I don't mind it. It's not the worst. Like, I played this game for so long, the animations they could be way worse. Okay, this is an active skill, right? Yeah, because it's voiced. Okay. Clashing, they're clashing on Boo in the middle. Or whoever the character you're fighting. Okay, this is cool. I still feel like active skills are probably one of the best thing they've ever added into the game.
So, how did you like it?
I really liked it. Let's have a look. Super attack, raise attack and defense for 1 turn, raise attack defense, and raise defense for 18% for 3 turns. They stack on 18 key as well.
Now,
okay.
his passive skill.
Oh yeah, he does have an EX. It's basically the same passive, but for super units, right? So he can perform reverse exchange with Vegeta. He plus 3, attack and defense plus 250%. So you can exchange back to Vegeta anytime if you want. Damage reduction 18%, chance of evading enemies. Okay, so he's a dodge form. 4 or more key spheres obtained, or when there's 2 or more super allies, I said it's just the opposite. Key plus 3, attack 180%, damage reduction 35%, and a 35% chance to dodge, and Goku looks really good. Goku's been what I don't know why you wouldn't want. Would you still want dodge anyway? Guards all attacks with 6 or more key, or when 3 or more super class. Key plus 3, attack 180%, a dodge chance 1 time by 10%. That's so he has what 85% dodge for the first time. Okay. When 4 or more super ally class allies are on by the way, his super class allies, it doesn't say Majin Buu. So that also will be good for the teams because he's on a lot of teams. So key plus 3 obtaining key sphere, 180% chance of performing crit plus 30, and all allies attack and defense plus 20% plus additional attack and defense plus 30% who belong to Majin Buu Saga. Now, is that allies get critical hit damage by 30%? Because if that is true, that is amazing. I don't know though. It looks like to me that looks like allies get critical hit chance, but that means 50% for Buu Saga and 20% for everyone else. Which remember he also gives defense on his super attack as well. So which again isn't Majin Buu limited. So there's a bit of limited for Buu, but that's fine. I think. Like the main passive isn't Buu limit locked. True Might of the Warrior race greatly raise attack temporarily, cause all my damage to enemy, with in turn activate, all attacks become critical hits. So that's the critical, but it's only for 1 turn. Change all spheres to physical and int key spheres. We know why the int key spheres, right? Can be activated when there are 3 or more extreme class allies or 3 or more super class allies on the team. Wait, when there are 3 or more extreme class guys and 3 or more. Okay. Or, okay, so you can do it as soon as he's on. If you have a balanced team, but if you just have a normal team, it's the 4th turn from the start of battle. I don't know if I like that active skill conditions. Very limited.
This time around.
Like having 3 or more extreme. You don't really like mix and match the extreme in super units, really. Okay, so there'll be 66 stones from logging in. I'm going to try and speed through this because. Okay. Up to 50 stones, so that's what, 160? Okay, Serious Battle will be back. We'll get, we'll actually get tickets so that we can summon on it for free, so you got a chance, if you don't have stones because of the anniversary, to summon on the banner at least one with 1 multi. Oh yeah, they're removing the requirements for the EZA area, so you'll be able to use any unit rather than being limited to free-to-play units, which is really nice. They did this with the current LR Barbary East Super EZA, so that's the only reason why I know that. Okay. Oh, okay, so in the past, certain units had bonuses based on links and, like, effects. So certain, yeah. I'm sorry for talking over you, Geppy. Or AI version of you. But yeah, so now you can just go in and there's no bonuses anymore. This will be happening in the future, probably. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And it will not be more difficult. Okay, it's getting removed in April. Okay, this is. I saw this on Twitter. There's going to be 2 teams split into. There's going to be 2. You can be able to pick either Vegeta or Goku. Sorry, it's 4 a.m. Words are hard. Okay, you can get. By the way, they'll probably add the wallpaper into the anniversary. So if you're unable, if you pick the wrong team, then you'll still be able to get the wallpaper up in the future, but probably in the anniversary, or maybe GTC, but probably anniversary. So you'll be able to use a key to join Vegeta and fight Goku, or use the key on Goku and fight Vegeta. Okay, so you have to clear the challenge event 30 times with 6 characters of the specific, probably Buu Saga. Clear 2 stage of challenge event with 6 Super Saiyan 2s. Have a higher bunch of Kiri. Okay. So yeah, I will be going for Team Vegeta, by the way. I know he's probably going to lose, but I'm going to go for Team Vegeta. I don't care. log in and get the Fate Showdown challenge ticket, exchange the ticket for either Goku or Team at Barbershop. We're going to go for Vegeta, of course. Use the keys to do the challenge event. Clear the event and collect the total. Okay, so once you picked it, you can't swap it. And they are, okay, we will be going for Vegeta. I don't know, leave a comment down below. By the way, leave a comment down below. What do you think of the banner, the unit and the banner unit? And this is probably going to be in Vegeta, right? Yeah. Yeah. I've been talking about this being in EZA for a while. And the in-orb changing also will be useful for them. I'm hoping it's a really good EZA. Okay. Now, I'm going to take credit for this in a way. I've said in a lot of people's Dokkan streams and to a lot of Dokkan content creators that I feel like the Transcendent Dokkan campaign and Global Dokkan campaign, I didn't think they'd swap them around. But I did mention the fact that I do feel like the spacing between the two is too short. And I think even September is pushing it. I think that Global Dokkan campaign should have been October. I feel like it should be October because Transcendent Dokkan campaign, if it's the start, okay, if the start of July, it's not that bad. But if it's the end of July and goes into August and then Global is still September, I feel like that should be pushed to October. The reason why I say this, a lot of people would hate me, but like that way you're going to have like, there's always a massive gap between the Global Dokkan campaign or what used to be the Tanabata campaign and Anniversary. There's a big 4-month gap between that event. And I would rather see one of the events pushed back so that way people have a chance to take a breather from the previous campaign. There'll be a gap, like a month and a half of dead period versus going from one big campaign to a massive dead period to a massive campaign. I would rather, it'd probably be better if they do big campaign, small dead period, big campaign, small dead period, big campaign. Of course, that'd be harder for Stones in a way, but you just have to, use them how you feel. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't get overwhelmed. Okay. Yeah. I don't think it was too difficult to understand, but I just feel like it was too... I don't think it was the difficulty, it was just like there was too much spacing issues. Okay, this is the big one. And I'm not going to speed through most of this because this is the big one. I might even... Actually, you know what? This is so big, I might... Do I split into... Nah. We'll do it in one video. Okay. So, they're introducing each other. And Matsu's here. Okay. New content along with the new battle system. Sweet. I'm excited to see this. I've been playing Dokkan Battle for so long that I'm excited to see a new battle system be showcased. Okay. Okay. So each character will now have its inventory HP before characters' HPs were pulled. Now each individual one. Characters who can participate in the battle will be 6, and friend characters will not be available, so you cannot bring in friends. A team will be divided into 2 groups, Group A and B. So Pi 1 and Pi 2, basically. As you can see, this is the new UI. You got Group B at the bottom. You got Group A, which is the one you selected at first. And then you got 3 charges of swapping between A and B. You also have a Dokkan gauge at the bottom. You also have the new, there's like a new level there. I'm now up to 7 characters. Yeah. Okay, yep. Okay. The character who can participate in the battle will be 6, and friend characters will not be available. Team will be divided into 2 groups. Yeah, we knew about this already. Well, we just learned about this already. You just talked about this, but yeah. Leader skills are separate for each team. As you can see, Vegeta is leading like a Namek Saga, while Ginyu is leading a Ginyu Saga. Well, Ginyu Force team. So each one has their own individual leader skill. So in theory, you could have a Tournament of Power and like a Universe 6 team if you wanted. In theory. But, we'll see how that goes for now. Yeah, the charges at the bottom. Okay.
Those are the features and skills for both allies
Okay.
and foes.
By the way, I will add that what they didn't mention here. Well, actually, we'll talk about it in a second. Okay, has been the leader skill. Usually, you would set one powerful friend and borrow character's friend. But based on the expression, the group can have each their own powerful leader. So you technically have 2 leader skills, but instead of having them affect the whole team, it's split into 2 now instead of just one team. Yeah. Right, by the way, yeah. By the way, restrictions we were all at this time, so who knows if what happens in the future. So we don't know. They said at this time, but this, the features could change depending on how people react to the content. Probably. Dokkan Frontier. Geppy's going to play it. So relive the world of Dragon Ball and its iconic episode through battle in this brand new content. Again, sorry this is speeding. I don't want this to be too long because it's going to be insanely long if I don't. Okay, so this is the new map. As my friends have met, like Gaguesha and my friend Gary has said, the fact that this kind of reminds them of Budokai 2, and they're not wrong. Okay, so there's numbers at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because Dragon Ball Bowser Chronicle story order to defeat enemies on each stage to unlock the next node. If it's in order, why are we starting in Namek Saga? What about poor Raditz? Where is poor Raditz in all of this? As you move forward after defeating each enemy, it shows the focus on the visual battles mentioned at the beginning. As you can see, there's a secret boss there above. I wonder if you lose to... Could you lose to... have you noticed above Raccoon and above Goldo, there is a secret boss? Okay, 1 second. I've got an idea. Wait. Okay, Kui. Okay, so if you beat Kui maybe with Vegeta, you get the secret fight? Because, like, maybe that's, like, it's like a story-based fight. Like, Goldo, you gotta beat Goldo with Vegeta, and then Raccoon, maybe Kaioken Goku? Like, that way you're recreating the story moment, and then you're unlocking the secret, or maybe you're supposed to lose, who knows? Okay, you must use characters that match the scenario. Okay, so you must use Planet Namek Saga characters in your team. Okay. And you will get small boost to stats, however now you have to build your pie with designated categories. So you have to use specific categories. So this means that they're going to have to give out either more free-to-play characters based on categories so that everyone can have a chance to play this, or there's going to be something they're going to have to do, because otherwise this could be a problem for new players, in my opinion. Okay. On certain notes, the specific characters are required to be included in your team. I will say that they don't mention this here. Well, at least I don't think they do. You will be able to get a free... if you don't have because right now you need Vegeta to do this fight. If you do not have Vegeta, you will be able to get a guest version of Vegeta to add to your team. So even if you don't have the character required for the fight, you'll be able to get the character for free for that fight as a guest. Remember, that guest character will not be used outside of that fight. Okay. The passive skill. Okay, attack 800%, defense 300%. Is that key plus 2? If something, I don't know. I'm guessing it's key plus 2 for something. These are skills that will only be activated on specific nodes and can strengthen characters. The skill effects will be applied to characters who are involved in the story. Okay, so as Vegeta fought Kui, Vegeta gets those buffs against Kui. Okay. Okay, the group, yeah, the separate A and B, they have these features, yeah, as we mentioned earlier. Yeah, we mentioned this. Team formation rules, you must divide your team into 2 groups. Leader skills will only apply to the members of the same group. Each group must have its own leader. Okay. Did you can? Okay. By the way, they have voice acting, which is amazing. Okay. For certain conditions are met, when certain characters engage in battle, a fully voiced interaction scene will be triggered. So because you have Scout Vegeta, that means Kui does the voice acting. Okay. Does it mean, yeah, each character has their own individual HP bar. Okay. Only characters taking damage will lose HP. Likewise, HP recovered from collecting key spheres at the same time is applied individually to each character. So if you can give, like, if Frieza had taken damage, if you give Frieza a load of blue orbs, you would AGL orbs, you'd be able to heal them. Okay. So basically how the main game works, but now split into individual health. Okay. This is... The battle system itself hasn't really changed much. Yeah. Now, I guess there's no... If you have... Before, if you put someone in the slot 3, they would come back in 2 turns. But with this new battle system, they'll just be back the next turn. There's no, like, rotations. So you can just put a character in slot 3 if you want to for certain buffs. Remember, certain characters give stat bonuses or have, like... Glorio has better dodge and stat bonus in slot 3. So, look at Vegeta slaughtering. It's meant for players who already cleared high difficulty events or understand the basics of Dokkan Battle really well. Okay, I'm excited. Like I'm looking forward to this mode. I'm hoping it gets updated regularly. I don't want them to drop this like instantly. I'm hoping that every. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so when Kui gets under 50% HP, he gains 300% attack and 100% defense down. So he does more damage, but also takes more damage when his health is low. These skills are activated by enemies in addition to boosting stats. They may also trigger a variety of battle mechanics. Okay. Might be a warning that shows on skill where a mark appears at the bottom right displays as level 1. It's a new feature of the battle system. It'll alert when intensity level rises. Details about intensity level can be found in the yellow exclamation point. Okay, so click that button and you'll find out what it does. Intensity level increases when the same group continues to battle. So you're punished for sticking with the same group. Depending on how high the intensity level becomes, various effects will be triggered in battle. Okay. I don't know. It looks like key -1 to the group if intensity level 1. Okay. Yeah, it's possible to lower the intensity level group by switching with Group B. Losing group in exchange is an effective way of handling it. So that way you don't have to worry about it too much. What's more, the intensity level is designed to change based on past turns too. Right now we have Group A battling. As one turn passes, the intensity level increases by 1. Increase or decrease with each passing turn. With each passing turn, the active group's intensity level increases by 1. The standby group's intensity level decreases by 1. Okay, so if you got to 3, swap to okay, let's talk about this for a second. If you get to 3 and you swap to B, B will start at 1, but you will still have 3. But on B's second turn, B will be at 2, and Group A will be at 2, and then Group B will be at 3, and then Group A will be at 1, and then you can swap back. So you can't just constantly swap back and forth. Intensity levels won't go down that fast, but you could pace it. That's kind of cool. It adds an extra layer of strategy. If I'm reading this correctly. I could be completely wrong, but if I'm reading this correctly, it adds a little extra strategy. Okay. If a character attack on turn 1 continue move on to turn 2, it's pretty refreshing. I can feel the change. Yeah, because as I said before, if you were on slot 3, you'd be back in 2 turns. So this way... Okay, oh yeah, with this you'll be able to stack a lot easier. So stacking characters will get a major advantage here. Well, it depends actually. If they stack, but I wonder if they lose their stacks if you switch to Group B. That'd be interesting. Also, if that's the case, do they get their if they've got 1 turn damage reduction and they swap back, do they get that 1 turn damage reduction back? If case, that would be... LR Goku would be crazy right with that, right? This is just another buff for physical LR Goku and Vegeta. Okay. Okay, they're going up at something a little bit more difficult. Oh my god, they're going up against Super Toon Rami. I mean, Super Zarbon. Let's use Vegeta from the special guest list. Yep. If you have not recruited the required characters, they do mention you can select them from the special guests. You can also take the advantage of this feature if you do not have enough characters from the specific category. Okay, so you can get guest characters if you don't have enough. Okay, so that's good. That was my main issue for new players. If they don't have enough, like for now, they don't have enough. Oh, Zarbon voiced. Yeah, if you don't have enough characters in that category, you can use guest characters, which is good. Again, sorry to speed in through this. I will link the video. I just wanted to make sure that it's not 50 minutes. We're still going to be really long. Okay, so yeah, voice acting. Oh my god. So yeah, they're showcasing the battle system some more. Yep. Man, this is I can't talk more about how, as someone who's played this for so long, this feels refreshing. Like, yeah, we never got the original Battlefield because that was the Japanese version only, which was kind of cool as well. That was like a horde mode. But like, I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope that they continue to support this really regularly with new stages. But the voice acting does make me worry that it's going to take a while between editions. Like, if we get this now and then we don't get any more until July, I guess that's not that long, really. It's gonna, but still, it'll feel, I don't know. Okay, so by the way, intensity level hasn't gone up, and Zarbon's buff hasn't happened yet. Zarbon gets 200% attack after dropping to 50% health. So he says his level 2 sensor increased by 1 after the previous turn passed. Okay, even though it hasn't popped up, which is a bit weird. I think Ted's level quite different this time. Additional attacks. So you can't do additional. Okay. There's quite a lot of effects. Additional attacks. So you can't attack multiple times. Dodge cancelling and all-out attack will be added. So is that AoE? All-out attack has to be AoE, right? So they get an AoE, which will be scary. Okay. Yeah, pick up skills to recover. Yep. As you pick up individual skills for each character, they get healing. Okay. Super Zarbon's only about to hit 0 health. If it's Butch from Super allowed him to win the battle. But even though Super Zarbon was KO'd, it's not yet because he's got a second life. Okay, so if HP is under 70% HP, then his active skill his passive will. Oh my god, that's so cool. If you spam it, you might not catch the voice line. It also didn't let you view skill details. Yeah, this is really nice. When HP is below 70%, it focuses attacks on the ally with the lowest HP. Okay, so it's like a reverse. You know, like the target skill that Golden Frieza has. It's like that, but the enemy now has it. But with the lowest HP. Okay, so it's not looking good for Vegeta right now. Okay. Turns the counter same way as before, which means, for example, a character that can use active skill from the 4th or 5th battle turn. In Battlefield, that'll be possible in some cases. Okay. However, for characters whose conditions are based on specific turns after enter battle, they'll still have to join the battle first. Okay, so if an active skill is 4 turns after the character's entry turn, you still need to have them appear. Okay. Strength for 2 turns while making full use of group exchange. It's an element quite... Yep. Okay, Vegeta is not looking good. Vegeta's in first size, the lowest up at 62%. How are you going to handle this? Level 4 will be pretty demanding, but I might just proceed as if for now. Makes sense. Ideally, I'd like to pass through over to Ginyu next after losing. Alright, let's see what happens. This is what it looks like when attacking concentrated to one target. Yeah, what happens is Vegeta dies. This is active based on time. You can anticipate when it is coming. So once you get used to it, you might be able to adjust things like HP to control where the attack is. For example, using recovery through key spheres and such, he takes a massive amount of hits. He has become lost, which means he has been knocked out, basically. Being lost, being displayed since his first time. We'd like to see explain more about Lost. Okay. There's a few things to explain. At first, generally speaking, having Lost on the icon means that character has been knocked out. And of course, it cannot be used. When a character HP reaches 0, they will enter the lost state, and you may not change that. You may change their position, but they can obtain key spheres or activate skills. except for their leader skill. Okay, so the leader skill pass is still going on, but their effects do not happen. Okay, so they basically they're there but not there right now. And because they're in slot 1, the attacks will go straight to Goku, right? If a lost character is placed in slot 1 or 2, enemy attacks will target the next available character, so that'd be Goku. If the lost character is placed at slot 3, enemy attack... Okay, so it'll always attack the one nearest to them that has HP. Now we're at level 4 in terms of time, right? Normally it'd be 4, but I think you can see a +1 bracket next to it. Number of brackets added when a character becomes lost. When a character becomes lost, the intensity level will increase by 1. This increase is permanent and it can't be reduced by any means, so even if you swap, however, this will not affect the standby group. What I mean is, remember, when you swap, your level will go down. So this means after 2 turns on Group B, you'd be level 2 originally, but because you've had the lost effect, you're still going to be level 3. So even if you swap, it's, yeah. So you really don't want to have deaths. Now, I don't know how this works with revives, which will be scary. So technically you could still revive maybe, but you'll still get the +1 probably. It affects based on the number of bars in the gauges, so you can select one you prefer. By consuming 1 charge, you can switch with the standby group. Depending on the number of charges consumed, additional factors, HP recovery, or stat boosters were activated. Okay, so if you use 3 charges, you'll get what? HP healed by 40%, attack and defense up, and yeah, I think that's health, but one time HP 40%, and attack and defense plus 40%. Okay. So you get 40% heal one time. And some attack and defense. I don't know exactly how much attack and defense though. I'm sorry. Okay, if you could pause the game, you'll see the flashing. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the Dokkan attack, right? Try pushing it for now. When the Dokkan gauge is full, you can select a character to enter Dokkan mode at any time. By activating Dokkan mode, the charge for a group exchange will be stored by 1. Okay. I hope the Dokkan gauge fills up faster then, because it does take a while. And use it with Ginyu, so you a good type compatibility. Let's go, Ginyu! Remember, Dokkan attacks used to heal your group, so does it heal Ginyu? Same ones including super attack. He's so strong, Super Zarbon is not defeated. Okay. So what if you play Dokkan Battle, what do you think of the new mode? I saw a lot of people on Toon Rami stream that didn't like it. That's one of the reasons again why I'm late. Again, apologize for that. Yeah, I like it. It looks good. It looks interesting. It looks like there's some strategy involved. It's not just select characters and win. The guest characters will also help. Okay. Rewards. Okay, speaking of new rewards for Dokkan Frontier mode, other than Dragon Stones and other items we gain. Of course there'll be Dragon Stones. They know that everyone wants Dragon Stones. But sure, they'll still be able to get Dragon Stones and items in addition to format rewards. There'll be additional rewards can be obtained from Dokkan Frontier, the special effect. Okay. So, this is basically Stickers 2.0, I think. But also the LRs now have voice acting, right? Okay. Yeah, as far as changes based on whether the character is U or LR character. The effect is more visible move for the UR because they get rid of the stupid diamond effect. Also, the UI rather than borders have changed among other aspects. LR characters have a line of dialogue. They have a matching voice line to go along with it. For music, UR and LR cards will both have their own character exclusive music. Nice. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to when this drops. I'm hoping they continue supporting it. And I hope it goes well. I'm excited. What are you excited for most? Are you excited just for the characters? Are you excited for the new mode? Leave a comment down below. Man, even with speeding someone through with it, we're at 40 minutes, which is insane. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will try to get this up as soon as possible, but it is like 4:30 AM. And Geppy is now the producer, and Amatsu has stepped down. So, I'm going to blame the truth for this. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Remember, you can go check out the video on the Bandai site. Anyway, until next time, bye-bye.